see the three cars. He tries to close in on the back of Dale Jarrett with those fresh tires.
Side-by-side action, Todd Bodine and Matt Kenseth as they get the 10 lap to go. Signal that time by from Carl Simmons. The 9 car is Chad Little. He's being shown in the 10th position.
Chad's in 10th position, 1 lap down, but you saw him ease up a little bit and let those guys that are racing for the win ease into the corner.
You see Dale Earnhardt Jr. has been able to get by Dale Jarrett. Now he sets his side on the top 3. He's in 4th place with pressure tires on the guys in front. And he's on the inside of the lap car, Robert Presley.
Dale Jr.'s sitting here with tires that are probably 20 laps fresher than these other guys. And this is when it pays off to have these new tires because they're pretty decent for 10 or 15 laps.
And there's only 9 or less now than 9 laps to go.
As Kevin LePage gets by Dale Jarrett with those fresh tires. I was seeing cheering for Little Lee.
Tony Eury, the veteran crew chief, on top of the toolbox, watching his young driver try to make a move on the veteran Mark Martin.
He takes over the 3rd spot.
Look at the speed last time by for Dale Earnhardt Jr., 157 miles an hour. And indeed, Benny and Kyle, those fresh tires are a huge, huge advantage.
Huge advantage. And, you know, it shows, like we talked before, you can see these guys that can run through 1 and 2 wide open on new tires. They gain so much track time and so much straightaway speed that it's really a big deal for them.
Right down lap.
There's one guy out there on the racetrack that really knows what that advantage is, and that's Dale Jarrett. Soon as he saw little Earnhardt come on to pit road, he said he really wished he would have come in and pitted, and now he knows, and apparently that fuel pressure problem for Mark Martin is going to raise its ugly head because he's slowing down to Bill Weber.
And here comes Earnhardt Jr. on the inside of McLaughlin. This is for 2nd place. And going down in 1, there's nothing McLaughlin can do. Give it to Earnhardt. Now, 1 more car in his sights. The leader.
Whoa, double at turn 1. 1 car to the wall. That is Elton Sawyer. Chad Little spins. A 77 car of Barrier jumps on the brakes. And still no caution flag. It'll be 5 to go as they come by. And here's the battle. All the cars have gotten righted and headed on, so there is no caution flag whatsoever. Dick Trickle trying to hold off the charge of Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 3 car.
We've got Ed Barrier up against the wall down in 3 and 4, but maybe he'll be able to get down. Earnhardt Jr. just 5 laps to go, 4.5 laps to go. And finally the caution flag is out. This might be it.
They scramble
back to the line.
Out of turn 4. Here comes Earnhardt on the inside. Down to the start-finish line. The caution flag is waving. Wow. That was close.
I don't have any idea who won that race.
Carl Simmons waving the caution flag with 4 laps to go. And there is the 3 crew. They're celebrating. You got to believe that the Snyder crew celebrating, and NASCAR scoring has scored the 3 car. Well, they had scored the 3 car. Now we're showing the 64 car. Let's take a look again and see which one made the stripe first.
Here they come. And folks, this is about as close as it gets.
Earnhardt making a challenge on the inside. They come now frame by frame to the start-finish line.
It looks like, would you call it a dead heat?
I'd call it a dead heat. I may give it to Trickle right there for right now, but I don't know. That's pretty dead heat right there.
Maybe the nose of the Snyder National Chevy may have had a couple of inches. We'll let NASCAR make the call. And here's the battle to the line for the caution flag with 4 laps to go. The copter cam showing the battle across. And Dick Trickle does indeed hit first by just a scant few inches.
But looks from there, I'd hate to have to go measure it because it looks like 2 or 3 inches. But it looked like on the wreck down there, it looked like Chad went in and got into Elton and just drove Elton into the outside wall.
You see Dale Earnhardt Jr. walk up and drive up, congratulate Dick Trickle.
Gives Dick Trickle a big thumbs up there as they come by. Dick Trickle will become the 16th different winner in 24 events in 1998. Boy, what a year in the Busch Series. And I got to believe that the boys at Sports Center are going to love the fact that Dick Trickle won at Darlington. The Dickster pulling off at the track too tough to tame.
Dick's new commercial says every time he wins a race, Highland Myers gives him some furniture, and he's standing in that empty room. You think it goes for the Busch race, too?
I don't know. I guarantee he'll be calling for a recliner here pretty soon.
Yeah, definitely so.
Dick Trickle takes the win. And there's the Snyder National crew. Dennis Shoemaker crew celebrating. And a big smile from the Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin driver. He wins the 16th running of the Dura Lube 200 presented by Bilo. Back at Darlington, South Carolina, 56-year-old Dick Trickle carries his Snyder National Chevrolet. The Dennis Shoemaker-owned car to victory lane. His first ever win at Darlington, his second career Busch Series victory, his first coming a year ago at Hickory Speedway. And listen to this reception.
Going to fall off there for a minute, Jerry.
Let's go down to our McDonald's winner's circle with Dick Trickle. Here's Bill Weber.
One of the all-time greatest names in short track racing. You tamed Darlington, Dick Trickle. Congratulations.
Well, Darlington's a short track and is a race driver's racetrack. I love it. You know, and this team, you know, I can't say nothing for the Snyder Nationals group, you know Dennis, the owner, and Brian, and you know, all the guys on the team there. I mean, they just work and they're dedicated to me. And, you know, sometimes I tell them to do things wrong, but they just do it anyhow. And I told them, let's keep this up, boys. We know if we got a team that can win, we can win some more.
Your last pit stop, you made a chassis adjustment, and you went back to your tires the way you had them at the beginning of the race.
Well, we made a chassis adjustment. I don't know what he did with the tires. I left that up to the crew chief, Brian. But we were loose all day, and that last set of tires was the first time I could get and run a little bit. We come from fourth on last restart, passed the leaders, and you know, we kind of won it fair and square. Those new tires Junior put out were going to get us all, but he didn't have enough time.
You saw him coming, obviously.
Oh yeah, well, I was afraid. He's a fifth car with new tires, and I thought, you know, this ain't looking good. We got to get every inch we can. And that's what we won by, is inches.
It's a popular win, and Dick Trickle for certain is a Sports Center highlight tonight. To Ray Dunlap.
Well, thanks, Bill, and I'm standing here with Dale Earnhardt Jr. What a great strategy call for you guys to come in and get tires.
Yeah, it was. Someone mentioned it, and I said, man, let's do it. Let's do it. It helped us at Texas. We almost won us another one on that strategy today, and I can't say enough about AC Delco and the Chevrolet Monte Carlo we had today was awesome. This is car number 5, my favorite car. We've run good at Bristol with it. We won Denver with it. Run pretty good at Watkins Glen with it. It goes pretty good everywhere we take it. This car I ran last year, it was Wrangler cars. Tony and them made some calls in the pits this morning on some shocks and stuff, and that helped me out a tremendous amount. The car come right up through the field. Made some more calls on pit road today. Had great stops. Tried to be careful getting in and out of there. And everything just worked out, man. We really got lucky on the top 5 finish.
Well, tell me about that last lap, though. What's going through your mind when you know that caution's coming out and you got to race Trickle?
Just go at it. Try to get by him without running into him. I mean, man made that car off a wide, and I probably couldn't have got by him if he slipped up a little bit more than he did. But he's one of the hardest competitors out there, hardest to race. And I'm just proud to be sharing the same asphalt with the man.
They start 34th, pit on the backstretch, and finish second.